everyone, I'm Shilpa. I'll be demonstrating a men's haircut today. I'm going to be using clippers and guards. With a set of clippers you should get some guards numbered 1 to 4 or 5, 6 depending on which set of clippers you get. You'll have a number on the guard. I'm going to be using a 2 on Shrey because we like to go short at the sides. You just clip that in very easily.
Is that the same with all clippers? They just clip in?
Yep, they clip in. So a grade 1 will give you the shortest haircut. Grade 2, 3, 4 going up will give you more hair left on the head. Always start off with a higher numbered grade. So if you want to achieve a 2, start off with a 3. I'm going to start off with a 2 because I do actually want to end up with a 1 around the hairline.
What's hairline?
The hairline is the line of hair just at the base of the head, all the way around. Also on the clippers you have this little arm here and you will notice the blades moving. As you move the arm away from you, you'll get a longer haircut. You'll see it. So I would start off with longer.
So within the 2 you have more adjustments?
Yeah, this is like a 2.5 now. I always start at the back. I will be cutting this area here all the way around. Angle it down. So the back should go down in almost a V to follow the shape of the bone here, called the occipital bone. You don't cut above that because you don't follow the shape of the head because you'll end up with an egg shape. So what we do is we go in and you're always scooping out. Always scoop out. That way you won't be following the shape of the head and you'll be leaving the hair at the top longer, which is what we want to do. So keep scooping it out. The guideline I use is I go up to the temple. So I use the first grade to go up to the temple. That's how I start off my haircut. And cleaning the clippers all the time, moving the hair away all the time. The reason why I use the guideline as the temple is because that is where the head starts to curve round. So do not follow the head round like that if you're planning on leaving the top longer. So we've done the grade 2 and I feel like he needs to go a bit shorter. So I'm going to change my guard to a 1 and then again clip on. I'm using the longest blade on the clippers, so it's a 1.5 now, and I'm going to do the bottom, very bottom hairline, so about 1 inch, and scooping out to blend the 1 and the 2 together. So as I go up, I'm moving the clippers away from the head. And then around the ears is a tricky section to do, but you hold the ear down and you go into the opposite direction of the hair growth. So if the hair's growing down that way, you go up. If it's growing that way, then you go up that way. Shrey's hair grows that way, so I'll have to go around this side. And then we're going to go a little bit higher to blend it into the 2 there. One more thing I need to show you is I'm not holding the clippers like that. I'm holding them at an angle away from the head. So taking off a little bit at a time. As you can see, this little bit at the top there is a little bit long. Obviously, we've left it long, and that's the idea. So I'm going to use a grade 3 now. Usually I would cut it with scissors, but for you, I'm going to use a grade 3, and that will blend it in, and then you won't need scissors. So again, start at the back, comb the hair down, and you just take off very minimal. So that's your haircut done. Now we're going to tidy up the hairline. So I'm going to use the smaller clippers for this with no guard, and this doesn't have an arm or anything, it's just as it is. Always test the clippers on the back of your hand in case the blade has moved, prevent cutting. So we're going to start off with around the ears. Fold the ear down and follow the hairline. And use the tip and then all the way down. On this side. Hi, I'm Shilpa. I'll be demonstrating how to cut the top now. So comb the hair through. So it's always between these two fingers. You lift the hair to the middle there, and then you cut off along the fingers there. You use the comb to section and lift the hair up, and then you cut along your fingers. Your fingers are the guideline. It could be long hair, so you'd end up here, but you still use your fingers as the guideline. And every time you take a new section, you use the back, the bit that you've already cut, as another guide. So go all the way to the front. And you do the sides. So now you've done the middle there, now you're doing the two sections here. And lifting up, always lifting up, because we're doing it straight across there, not following the head yet, not following the shape of the head. So your guide this time will be the hair that you've already cut in the middle and your fingers. Going all the way to the front. The same on the other side. You can use this on children's hair, any length of hair. And then we've already cut the base, so now we need to blend the top to the bottom. So this is where you cut the sides. So you'll be left with the corner, and that's what you're cutting off. The corner will give you the heavy line, which is what we don't want. So we need to get rid of the corner. Do it all the way to the front. The same on the other side. And then I'll do the same at the back here, using the top that you've already cut and your fingers as the guideline. Okay, and then you always go around to the front, just cut away any untidy ends there. And lift away, and if you have any long corners there, take them away. This is the way you check your haircut. You go the opposite way to the way you've cut, so that you make sure that you don't have any long bits left. And then we can use some thinning scissors. Thinning scissors are scissors with a blade one end, and then you've got the serrated bits which also have a blade in. It will take some hair away, so that will thin the top of the head. So you just go in, and this gives it a good texture. And that's your men's haircut, all done. So now I'm going to go and wash Shrey's hair for him. If you know of any men that are struggling to look after their hair or need some help with hair cutting, please share this video with them. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.